underneath blue, let's have it right, up the Chelsea, up the middle, let's go!
Hey, Johnny's got the fucking minerals, mate.
Let's have it right, up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in tonight. I hope everyone's doing well and winning in life. First and foremost, guys, I want you all to smash the piece that like button if you haven't already. Smash it like you're smashing Clown Legs misses. Let's have it right. First and foremost, guys, as well, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And we got the notification bell, ding dong, let's have it right, all that jazz. Make sure you hit that so you know when we go live, because you know YouTube likes to play silly games with the Minerals FC. And also, guys, I want you all to check out the Minerals FC Ultras membership, which is down below in the description, guys. And we got the Minerals FC extra channel as well in the description, so make sure you give that a sub as well. Big up to every single one of you. I know it's a little bit late than normal. But you know what? It's just when I can do it and when I feel I want to do it. I've had a big one today at the game yesterday. Shout out Sizzler as well, man. We were next to each other. Respect to him and his boyfriend as well. And we had a lot to talk about. Let's have it right. Even said a little hello to the old Rahman Osman as well, who said, oh, hello, Minerals. Let's have it right. So yeah, it was a good one. Nice to be there and meet Sizzler as always, bruv. And shout out to him. Shout out to everyone in the chat, all the Minerals FC Ultras, bruv. Respect to everyone, love to everyone, and I hope everyone is all well and good in that mind state. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully we can help you out on the show. So make sure you do smash that like button. Very important to help the channel get out, because as we know, we got a lot of brown envelope wrong-uns that like to how can I say, block the truth. Let's have it right. So first and foremost, let's get straight into it with the game last night. What did we expect? What did I expect? I'll be real. I didn't know what to expect. In fact, I was a little bit concerned. Why was I concerned? Because we're playing Aston Villa. Aston Villa, who are in top form, sitting third in the Premier League table, if I'm right, or in the top four. They're having a very good season. And it's an absolute disgrace that Aston Villa are a club that are above Chelsea when we were up there, top four, back-to-back, 3 times in a row. Frank Lampard, Tommy T, back-to-back. And then we get Jellyfish Potter and we get Jellyfish Potch right now. And we're a long way from top four. We're a long way from the Champions League. And I'm going to try and not get rattled with that, because all it does is rattle me. But at the game, let's be real about the situation. We're playing a Premier League side. We're not playing the 11th place Championship team Middlesbrough with 11 injuries. were playing a Premier League team who are in very good form. And it was never going to be an easy game. My, that game was a load of dross. I mean, it was boring as hell. I'll tell you this now, as always, it's been like this all season. No chance. I mean, very, very rare. We got his super Chelsea, and that's it, man. It's just like, it's dead. It's absolutely dead. You know what I'm saying? Seats weren't filled out. Obviously, Aston Villa got the whole of the shed end for the away support, and they were loud. They were a bit rowdy. They're giving it all the big un. But in all, if I'm being serious about it, it's just the vibe is dire. It's just not there. Everything about it is just, there's such a disconnect between the supporters and the players and the team and the club. It's clear as day. It's like that. Do you know what I mean? I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why it's like that. Yeah, maybe we can have a few guesses why it's like that. Because it's crap. Standards are in the mud. They're absolutely in the mud. Everything I look at, every time I watch us, and I don't want to hear none of this toxic positivity that's been flying about. Yeah. Oh, amazing. We played so well. We did really well to not score any goals and draw the game 0-0. We were fantastic. We're going in the right direction, aren't we? Yeah. Wow. Really good. Got to go for a replay to Villa Park. Do you know Aston Villa are number 1 in England with their home record? Their home record's a joke. It's mad. And we've got to go to Villa Park in an FA Cup, which is going to be put in the mix of all the fixtures that we've got coming up, which are some heavy fixtures, to have it right. Yeah? It's a problem. It's a problem. Because what? We couldn't get the job done. You know, you could also say that for Aston Villa. They couldn't get the job done, but they're the away team. You know, we're at home. We've got a formidable home record, haven't we? We're such a fortress at home. My word, man, what did I witness yesterday? So, in essence, first half, poor. It started slow. Aston Villa got a free kick with McGinn, played it out wide. Ball played in. And I think it was Tillemans who had, was it Tillemans? Let me see. It was Tillemans. No, it was a Diaby shot. Yeah, Diaby shot. Douglas Luiz puts it in. And they Villa fans thought they scored. Going, what were they saying? Who are you? Who are you? To Chelsea. Who are we? To Chelsea. And obviously it got done. You know, VAR ruled it out. Great. You know, could have been 1-0, and you know what's going to happen. You know what the story's going to be. 1-0 down against a Premier League team. This is a proper test. This was a test last night for Chelsea, you know, off the back of a 6-1 victory against Middlesbrough. We should be buzzing. We should be full of confidence. We should be absolutely rolling. Yeah. Obviously, before the game, Colwill was on the team sheet. And then he got an injury. So Colwill's out. We don't know how long he's out. Probably out for months. Who knows? So this is what I'm talking about, man. He was going to play him left back as well. It's just like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the fact that this squad has been assembled by absolute muppets and clowns. Don't know what they're doing. And this gaffer's trying to problem solve. And it's just a shambles from top to bottom. We don't play a striker. We don't play a recognised striker. We've got Broha as our only striker. We've spent 1 billion and we have to rely on Broha and Jackson who's as AFCON, who doesn't even start for Senegal. Yeah? All right? What does that tell you? Like, this is a 100-point team. Yeah, of course it's a 100-point team. You're having me on. You're a joker. Yeah? Absolute jokers. 100-point team. It's a long way from 100 points, mate. Yeah? And you can shovel that data where it belongs and where the sun don't shine. Because at the end of the day, yeah, We didn't play a recognised striker. We played Cole Palmer as a false 9. Same old crap. Madueke on the right. Sterling on the left. Gallagher is a 10. He's not a 10. Gallagher's not a 10. Cole Palmer's not a false 9. Then we got what? Enzo and Casado in the middle. Standard procedure. Badishile come into the team. Thiago Silva. He's there as our general. Disasi. I mean, it's just like, all right, let's see what you can show us. What did they show us? First half, it wasn't much. Wasn't much at all. Apart from one chance from the byline, a ball by Sterling, and then Cole Palmer cuts it down, and it was squared and it should have gone in. It should have gone in. But what happens? Martinez, a wonderful save because it got deflected off their defender. Sterling involved again. Cole Palmer involved again. A chance for Madueke. Enzo, build-up play, was decent. Played a ball to Cole Palmer in the middle. Held it up well. Laid it off for Madueke. The geezer's just like got no end product. You know? It's there sometimes and then most of the time it's not there. Easy save for Martinez. Really, with his legs. Then Villa had a second chance with Tielemans, who shot. And where I was sitting, if that was on target, it's a goal. In fact, both of them, both chances they had would have been goals. So, arguably, you could say it's even. But Villa were just sitting back. They were sort of like, it was a battle of the midfield. But a few times, we create not much. 1 billion. Second half, I mean, you got 2 gifts from Martinez. 2 absolute gifts. All right. One from their defender, who played it backwards and across, and Cole Palmer got it, fluffed his lines. Martinez comfortably saves it. And you think Cole Palmer's going to bag that. And then the other one's Martinez with the pressing that we were doing, which was all right in moments, played it, come off Cole Palmer, doesn't control it good enough, managed to get a shot off, and it was limp. Nothing there. Other than that, I don't see what we're creating. It's like you've got to rely on the gifts, like Middlesbrough gifted us, Michael Carrick, and his tactics and inexperience and a shambles of a team that we could beat them 6-1. It's like we're relying on a gift. If it wasn't for Villa's 2 mistakes with Cole Palmer, where are you seeing us getting a win out of this game? I don't see it. And this is my concern. Enzo gets hooked off at 70 minutes. After 70 minutes, we fade out. We get tired. Oh, but the excuse is we played 3 games ago and Villa's had 10 to 12 days off. Don't want to hear the excuses. Yeah? I don't want to hear the excuses. We're building a 100-point team. Yeah. We spent $1 billion. We're landing it. I just find it amazing, that people want a proper performance like that. And near the end, after 70 minutes, did you not notice Aston Villa's high line? It was ridiculous. The high line, it was like they were playing like Liverpool or they were playing like Manchester City, trying to win the game. And they upped the ante and they got in. Ollie Watkins held the ball up. Amazing. Played it out wide. And again, Petrović, I think he made 2 to 3 saves. Petrović, literally, for me, out of all the Chelsea players, was man of the match. And for Aston Villa, Martinez, man of the match. Because that's how dire the game was. It was like when you're selecting goalkeepers as your man of the matches, and you know something's not right. Both toothless, really. Villa's record away from home isn't the best, so you kind of expect that. But, mate, chance creation ain't now. It really ain't now. And you brought on Mudryk, you brought on Broha, and it had no impact on the game. Nothing at all. There was nothing, no impact on the game. We just relied on Aston Villa's mistakes, and that's a worrying sign, bruv. It's a worrying sign, yeah. Worrying sign. I still don't understand the way we play. I don't see an identity. I don't see patterns. It's like the players don't know what they're doing. It's like you're relying on individual players. Everyone's like their own individual player. Everyone's got their own way of saying, I want to make a difference. But it's not collectively. It's not united. It's not cohesive. You know what I'm saying? Thiago Silva, again, some great tackles, reading the game. Enzo and Casado, everyone's propping Casado. Oh, Casado's PR needs to be up. The disrespect. I mean, what is all this? Up the PR. Up the PR for what? Do you know how many times Casado had two opportunities where we created some sort of try to make something and the ball comes to him, he doesn't take a shot, holds onto the ball and then plays it out wide and allows Villa to just get in position. Have a shot, mate. Yeah? None of these midfielders take any risks. None of them take chances, man. Casado's PR needs to be up. Listen to the state of this fan base. Listen to the state of this fan base. They're an embarrassment. Enzo Fernandez getting hooked off. He was so amazing. Why is he getting hooked off against Villa, a top opposition, right now? Why? Because he ain't doing nothing. What did he do in this game? Another game against a tough opposition. I don't want to see it against Middlesbroughs and Prestons. I want to see it against top opposition. Oh, that's where the quality should shine through. That's where the minerals should land. We're not seeing that. Our midfield got bypassed with McGinn, mate. Yeah? McGinn. Do you know how many Premier League games this guy's had? Do you know how many games he's had before he got the Premier League? Do you know, do you know when I'm looking at these players on the pitch from Aston Villa, they're men. They're not kids. All right? You look at the way their muscles are developed, their physique. Yeah? The amount of internationals, Premier League games, senior games that they played, and they're playing against our players. You got Cole Palmer playing false nine. He's a toothpick compared to their central defenders and their midfield. Yeah? He's just so poor, mate. Yeah? He's so poor. Do you know what people are saying? They're saying, oh, we can't wait for Jackson to come back. We really miss him. This is how far we've fallen as a football club. They're going, they miss the counterfeit Michael Jackson up front, who hasn't even been doing it anyway. What is going on? This fan base is tapped, bruv. Absolutely tapped. Yeah? The PR Happy Meals, man. Franchised all over the gaff, international. All right? And everyone's eating this stuff, this garbage. Honestly, it drives me mad. You got this little Wrong and Vincey going, Pochettino coached for a win, but the players let him down. What am I hearing, bruv? The gaffer coached for a win. He's at the PR. He's at the levels and extent that these wrong-uns have got to go to defend what we saw last night. He should have coached a win. He coached a win. He coached a win. We heard that under Jellyfish Potter. You ain't coaching nothing, mate. You're coaching waffle, man. These lot are smoking something, mate. They're either that or they're tapped. It's one or the other. We need Jackson back. He's going to save us, bruv. I can tell you this now. Jackson is not the answer as a striker, mate. Yeah? I've seen enough of him. He's not even a striker. He's more of a winger type player. When you watch him, he likes to roam. He's not a striker, mate. He's not clinical. He's not deadly. His hold-up's not good enough. His touch ain't good enough. Yeah? So, I don't know, you lot are reaching, bruv, like your T-Rex arms Kepa, bruv. Yeah? You get what I'm saying? I go through all the players, yeah? Mudryk, Chilwell, Broha, yeah? The agenda's fed on Chilwell. It's a joke. He's our only flipping elite experience man. All right. And the guy's come back from being out for God knows how long. And you lot would still try propping him against Middlesbrough. Now you're giving him blame. People coming at Mudryk. Mudryk's not getting any consistency. He's not getting a run up. The team's not balanced enough. What do you expect? What do you expect from this guy? I mean, the guy, I think he had 5 touches in the game. It's shocking. And it's not his fault. We weren't playing that great. Yeah. Enzo subbed at 70 minutes. Didn't control the midfield. That's your job, fella. Your job is to control the midfield. It's all well and good doing it at less weaker opposition. But this was a test. This is not some Mickey Mouse team right now. It's a Premier League team. They had a game plan, the way they played the ball. We pressed them well in moments, but they got out of the presses. Petrović, for me, did nothing wrong in this game. He kept us in this game, all right? Because in the first half and the second half, he made 1 save in the first half and 2 in the second half, and very top draw saves. And you can see that his confidence is growing, all right? Respect to the kid. He's got minerals. Yeah? But my worry is the midfield. Do you know what's interesting? He didn't drop Gallagher for this game, did he? Why didn't he drop Gallagher for this game? Because he knew he was playing a Premier League opposition. He knew they weren't just going to sit back. And he needed that engine in there. But Gallagher's not a 10. Cole Palmer. Everyone's going, oh, Cole Palmer's not a false 9. Play him in his right position. That's why he missed those 2 sitters. He's not a striker. Really? That's interesting. I've heard this somewhere. Have I not? No, I didn't hear it. In fact, what were you saying when it was Kai Havertz playing false 9 out of position and you were giving it all the agenda and stinking the timeline up with all your agenda for these clowns to get rid of him? Right? Because he's not a false 9. But weirdly enough, as a false 9, he won us the Champions League playing as a false 9. Won us the Club World Cup. Once we got that cement-booted rat off the field, he could play the false 9. And we won the game. Won the Club World Cup. So I don't want to hear this waffle, yeah? If that was Mason Mount missing those 2 Cole Palmer chances, we would have had compilations of that all day today till God knows what, till the next game. Forever. Yeah? But because it's Cole Palmer and he's scoring and assisting, he gets away with it. Even though I think it's 5 or 6 of his goals out of his 20 GA, which is assists and goals combined, yeah, are penalties. Well, where's the same agenda? Where's the same pro agenda when we had Mason Mount out of position getting us 30 GA? You see, this fan base are wrong-uns. Majority are absolute melts. Haven't got a Scooby about anything. And what they do is they buy into all these big accounts that feed all this waffle, all these stats. These stats, Cole Palmer, 100% pass rate, 100% drill. I don't give a toss, mate. We didn't win the game. We didn't get through to the next round. We got to go away at Villa Park. You missed 2 chances that were gifts. I don't care about stats. I'm not interested in stats. Stats mean nothing no more. It's about winning. It's about results. And do you know what everyone's going? Oh, he coached for a win. The players didn't deliver, didn't take their chances. And we're playing really well now. We're playing really well. Well, do you know what Jose Mourinho said? He said, when you start accepting so-called good performances and you're not winning, you stop being a big club. You stop having the ambition. You stop being a competitor for the elite trophies. Because our standards is Carabao Cup, bottom of the barrel at the moment. Yeah? And everyone's propping that. I mean, I'm just fucking, honestly, I'm tired of this. I'm absolutely tired of it. Cole Palmer's a lovely player. He's probably the best signing we've made. And he was a panic signing for 50 million because they didn't know what they were doing. Because they waited on Mason to get rid of Mason Mount. And they had to get someone in. They got Cole Palmer, who isn't really a number 10. He's more of a winger. So you still haven't got a number 10. We're still playing players that are not in their natural positions. And that's why when you have clowns assembling a squad, you don't have the right balance. Therefore, Pochettino, as I've always said, has been set up for failure. It's not really on Pochettino. None of it is. He's going to be the best you're going to get of any yes man, this guy. He's the best that you're ever going to get being a yes man, a jellyfish. You're not going to get any better than him. So if they do sack him, then what are we going to get? Thomas, what's his name? Dezebri, hipster, Thomas Frank, all these wrong-uns. All right? Yeah? And now it's just broken out. If he doesn't get Europe and he doesn't win the Carabao Cup, they're going to reassess him. Oh, that's waffle. They ain't reassessing nothing. If he's got to the final, whether he wins it or not, well, Pochettino did great. He got to the final. You know, it's progression. We're doing really well. Look at our development. It's just pants. Standards are in the mud. Let's have it right. Yeah. It was like you watch the game and it's not even like periods where you're going, we're really on top. You have a little moment, it's like a flick of a switch, and then bang, Villa's on it. You can feel it. It was getting nervy, mate, near the end. There were some chances they had. You know, it's very worrying, mate. Honestly, it's worrying. And I'll be real, I'm not too confident going to Villa Park, right? At all. In fact, I'm dreading Anfield more than anything right now. After that performance, I'm dreading Anfield. Absolutely dreading it. Yeah. Absolutely dreading Anfield. I don't know what to expect at Anfield. Like, it's just like a free ticket right now at Anfield, you know? And obviously, we've got the breaking news because it had to be broadcasted because it's Liverpool, that the veneer merchant says, you know, I've run out of energy here. I've run out of energy. Yeah, he's run out of energy. You know, one league title that he's won since he's had his reign in 9 years? Yeah, 9 years. The only Premier League title that Liverpool have won in 30 years. Yeah. This guy's won a Champions League, Carabao Cup. What else? What else has he won? He's won an FA Cup. He's won the Super Cup, Club World Cup. You know, when they won the Champions League. And they're trying to put him with Sir Alex Ferguson. Jog on, man. I mean, what are we doing here? Jog on. Thomas Tuchel came in 4 months, won the Champions League. What are we doing here? Yeah? This guy took 4 years to even get into winning any trophies. Yeah? He's won that for Liverpool. You know, Chelsea in that stint have won more trophies. Yeah. And let's not forget that Premier League that the Veneer Merchant won was a COVID title, wasn't it? It was COVID title. No one gave it. Their celebrations were on their own in the stadium. It's embarrassing, you know. So it is what it is. Oh well. But all the Liverpool supporters, they're calling out, crying. Oh, I'd give my wife to keep Klopp and all this jazz. Listen to the state of these lot. So yeah, I mean Liverpool could be in a bit of a pickle. I'll tell you why Jurgen Klopp's decided to leave. It's because why? He's not been backed. He's not been backed properly. I think he's tired, bruv. He's tired of not being given what he wants. He's tired of FSG penny pinching and giving him bits and bobs. But Jurgen Klopp is elite, banter aside. And this guy has worked miracles in the sense of improving players that you would have thought are just average players, some of them. You know, he's actually improved the majority of the signs that he takes. He just turns them into gold and he makes it work in his system because he's elite. He doesn't have wrong owners going out of dressing room, dictating team lineups, dictating to him who he can and can't play. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you do that, you allow an elite gaffer to do their job. And he's elite. He's done well at Dortmund as well. He's got the mentality. He knows what it's take. He's literally stopped Man City from that period from dominating. You have to respect that in a way, because City otherwise they just would have racked it all up, as they are now anyway. So Jurgen Klopp leaving is a bit of a out of the blue, but my, are we set up for it now? We've got a Carabao Cup final with these dippers, and then we've also got to play them at Anfield. After this has just been announced, you think their supporters ain't going to be fired up? You don't think the players are going to be fired up and emotional to try and win it all? They're giving it all the talk like they did 2 years or 3 years ago. Yo, Liverpool for the quadruple. Yeah, you didn't win the quadruple, mate. Yeah, you're dreaming. You're a long way from Levante Superclemma. All right, they're bringing up that PR now. The PR's relentless for Liverpool. I don't know if anyone's noticed. It's so pro Liverpool. It's mad, bro. And these supporters boo the national anthem. All right, and yet they're being propped by the media. Make it make sense. Listen. He's had enough. I think he's had enough. Who knows? Things can change. He might end up staying. It might be a warning to the board to say, look, I'm going to reconsider. You back me or whatever. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Obviously, who they get next is going to be interesting. You got murmurs of Alonso from Leverkusen, but let's have it right. He hasn't won anything yet. Tuchel's 1 point behind them with Bayern Munich, and the chances are Bayern Munich are going to win that league. But they're having a bit of a free fall at the moment. They're doing all right. They're over achieving. You know what I'm saying? And fair play to Xavi Alonso. He's got an identity. He's got a way of playing, and he's going to stick with that. Are Liverpool going to take that risk and bring him to Liverpool? Because Klopp doesn't play like that. So is it going to work? Is Alonso going to be enticed by the fact that Xavi is announced now, tonight, that he's leaving Barcelona? Barcelona are getting rid of Xavi. There's talks about Mourinho going to Barcelona. I can't see it. I can't see it personally. I think Mourinho would take the job, but their way of playing, their DNA, is not the way Mourinho plays. Although Mourinho might adapt to that. I don't know. Give him the players, see what he does. It might work, but they want to play tiki-taka football. Xavi can't land the minerals. He's feeling the pressure. He's obviously fallen out with Laporta and all those guys upstairs. So is Alonso going to go there? Is Lego Head going to quit the Goons because he's not going to win nothing this season and the pressure's going to be on? Are Barcelona going to be interested in Lego Head, thinking they're going to get their Guardiola 2.0? There's movement there. Bayern Munich are sounding out Alonso, and they're saying they might get rid of TT. The breaking news tonight, and what I've already mentioned, is that TT will be leaving Bayern maybe. And who is there that wants him? Manchester United. Manchester United are there to swoop in for Thomas Tuchel if they sack Ten Hag at the end of the season, depending on what Ten Hag does. Maybe they don't believe in Ten Hag. Maybe the fact that Ten Hag's inexperienced in managing these players, can't handle it, is why he's going to get sacked. Maybe TT goes Barcelona. I don't know. But what I will say is, why are all these other clubs, especially Man United right now, looking to poach a TT or any other top manager? Winners. They want winners to build with their project. Why are we not looking at that? Why have we got a bottle job? Because he is. Poch ain't won nothing. And don't bring me up PSG. It's nonsense. I mean, it's just like, it's a farmers league. Of course PSG are going to win that league. Yeah? Listen to this one. Spurs are the biggest profit-making club now. Right? Well, that just shows you, doesn't it? Do the right things behind the scenes, no ambition, and you can still make money. Doesn't that sound familiar? Sounds like Clown Lake, what they want to do, or what they are doing. Make money, don't care about winning. If we can, great. Like Siri Merchant says, we'll, and Jose Fugaziano, who comes out and says, yeah, we put increase the value first, the business, and that comes before winning or losing on the pitch. Siri Match says we'll try and win on the field. You know, this is where it all stems from. The mentality, the pressure. There's none of that. I don't feel the pressure. There's no pressure, man. There's no pressure at Chelsea. All right? That's the problem, bruv. It would be funny if Poch does win a Carabao Cup. You know, it would be funny because he didn't win anything with Spurs. It would be a lot. We would banter them, and I'm all for that. I'm all for bantering them, and I want to win the trophy. But it's not enough. It's not enough to celebrate and say that's a successful season. It's the Carabao Cup. It's an energy drink cup. It's the lowest tier cup. Yeah. If you win a FA Cup as well, then we're talking. And you get Europe, that's where the standard should be right now. The reality is, mate, you're dreaming, bruv. You're dreaming. And it's all a nightmare. Guys, smash that like button. Every single one of you, smash to pieces the like button. If you haven't already, smash to pieces the like button. We've got a journalist that come out today, and I've never heard of this guy. I honestly, I've never heard of this fella. What's his name? Saka Tavalieri. He says, Chelsea, the chosen club for Victor Osimhen. We were already talking about that case in June 2023. All right. If that's the case, that he's decided, where's your Kingpin Fabrizio Romano, your David Paulstein, your Ben Jacobs, your Nizar Kinsella, your Matt Law? Where are they? Why are they not saying this? Why are they not saying this? This guy has got 90,000 followers. Small fish. Yeah? In this brown envelope ocean. I honestly, the people buy into this. The people buy into this nonsense. We're not even... Do you know he's 110 million release clause? It was also stated that De Laurentiis said they're open to selling him from that price. And so far, the interested suitors are Real Madrid, Man United, Chelsea, and PSG. So where are we getting Osimhen has chosen Chelsea? Firstly, where's the money to pay the release clause? Secondly, his wages are high because he's signed a new contract with Napoli. They're well over 200 grand a week. So are you going to match those or better those wages? And what contract length are we talking? I don't believe nothing until the deal's done. And it's always after a game, normally when it's a poor result, that you get a big transfer tweet or news. I want to give you an example on Osimhen as well, because people are raving about him, and they think like he's the saviour. Everyone last night, oh, we need a striker. We need more than a striker, mate. We need way more than a striker in this team. But Osimhen, 32 goals, 32 games. He got 26 goals, 4 assists. And this is in Serie A for Napoli. Cement-booted rat Lukaku, 36 games, 24 goals, 11 assists. We got Ruben Loftus-Cheek balling for fun at AC Milan, scoring goals, being man of the match. We got Pulisic, Captain America, balling out since he got injured again. All right. Does that not tell you something? Does it not tell you that you got the Serie A tax? It's a slower league, more time on the ball. Your touch doesn't get exposed. You're not pressed as relentless. It's not as physical. It's another risk. Paying that sort of money for a player who's 24, 25. I mean, why are you not looking at, what's his name, Vahalovic? This guy's ridiculous. Last 7 games, scoring every game and assisting in 1 or 2 of the games for Juve. Again, Serie A tax, but he's showing consistency. It's great for PR. We've got Didier Drogba there hugging him. Of course he's going to hug him, bruv. He's African. He loves any African player that is showing quality. And he's going to prop it. And Osimhen's probably looking at it. But Osimhen's got a Man United shirt and he's got a Chelsea shirt. There's no loyalty or love in this game right now. It's all about how much you're paying me. Can I sort my family out? What's the contract length? Am I made? What perks am I getting? Yeah, job done. I'm coming. You know, it's as simple as that. You think half these players are I can't believe their luck that they're playing for Chelsea. I look at a lot of these players and I think, how the fucking hell are you in a Chelsea shirt? How the hell are you in a Chelsea shirt? Why do you deserve to wear that Chelsea shirt? Because Clown Lake allowed you to wear it. They don't give a shit. Serie A is a dangerous game. And that's a lot of money for Osimhen. But let me run through this. Big up with Jamie. He says, I've seen enough to know Poch isn't the issue, at least on the pitch anyway. We are playing better than under Potter with a worse team. However, he won't fight these owners in the market over signings. No, I disagree that that we had a worse team last year. We had an influx of players. We had a bloated squad last year, double the size of 45 players. All right. That was the reason. But we had better players in that squad than we do now. It's just that Potter was a jellyfish yes merchant, didn't know what he's doing with no experience, couldn't handle it. He was just no backbone. But Poch isn't the problem, and that's true. That is true. But to say that we're playing better and better, I don't know, mate. I mean, it's a bit of a stretch. He says, Johnny Lakaka thinks Saudi will be number 1 league in the world shortly. Of course, he will say that because he will get away with wearing Timberlands and doing the mannequin challenge without any issues. Yeah, you're not wrong, bruv. Yeah, he'd probably do a sponsorship with them to design new Timberlands, bruv. You know, Enzo shoots like he's trying to get revenge on a seagull. Our embarrassing fans are hyping Casado. The guy plays like he swallowed a bowling ball. You know, I think, do you know what it is? Our supporters, especially on Twitter and social media, they overhype these players, bruv. They overhype these players. And these players haven't delivered nothing, you know. Casado looks nothing like the player we bought from Brighton. You know, Brighton, he was playing much better than this. So what does that tell you? Things ain't right. The structure ain't right. The balance ain't right. I don't think Enzo suits the Premier League. How long is it going to take for him to adapt and be consistent? And that's no discredit on Enzo because he's got a lot of talent and a lot of ability. But I do think, remember when we bought Veron and we bought him from Manchester United? He went to Manchester United. He didn't do very well. He come to Chelsea again. There's some Argentinians that just don't make it in the Premier League. Di Maria didn't do it in the Premier League. And also his house got robbed. So that was probably another reason why he wanted to leave Manchester. But you look at the only one I can look at is Aguero. Aguero was just phenomenal. But then again, you look at the team he's in, the balance, the ambition, the levels, what they were building towards. I don't know, mate. You know, I think Enzo is overhyped. I think Casado's overhyped. And I want them to prove me that they're not. I want them to go on the pitch and prove that they are the levels that we expect them to be. I just think because they've come on big transfer fees, that they're Argentinian, Ecuadorian, everyone's twerking and melting over them. When the reality is, I haven't seen what I expect on a level. And we're meant to, they're not kids, really. They're 20, 21 years old, right? They're not like they're 18 or 17 years old. They're a decent age. And Casado's got experience in the Premier League. But there is a lot they need to improve on their game. And they can't run the way you think they can run. And that's why you have Conor Gallagher in there. You need to keep Conor Gallagher. We're getting these stupid rumours about Conor Gallagher, 80 million bid from Spurs. I mean, it's waffle. Why would Spurs? They say they put a price up for 55 to 60 million. Why are they going to bid 80 million? I mean, who is writing this garbage? Absolute garbage. Big up to Manny. He says, big up, Johnny. Would you ever consider doing a video stream with Joey Knight? I think it would be Minerals up the Chelsea, up Minerals FC. I don't really know him. But I think he's on that toxic positivity. And I don't know him. I think he goes with a kick-off, them wrong-uns. So, no, not really. I want people that are going to be real about the situation and not feed a narrative that is just the same old positive nonsense to mask what is really happening. Because in the reality, if we're going to continue, which it looks like these clans are not going to change their ways, and they'll use a Carabao Cup to allow them to keep doing it. We're looking at that Duran fella. If he didn't get injured from Villa, we would be buying that player. You're looking at Callum Wilson. I mean, what are we doing here? He's the most injury-prone striker, but yet he'd be better than what we got. But you lot are telling us we need Jackson back. Well, isn't Wilson better than Jackson? But I still don't want Wilson. He's not Chelsea level, man. He's not Chelsea level. I don't care what bargain price he is. Yeah? You got Benzema there who can literally elevate the club, elevate the levels, elevate the mentality, right? Help us actually win games, win trophies with a loan. You spent 11 million on a loan for Felix, who gave us 4 goals, no assists. I'm sure you can do it for Benzema, who's a clinical finisher, born winner, Ballon d'Or winner, won it all, still got it, and you just paid a loan fee and help us, and help these kids. Let these kids go in the dressing room and see, wow, Karim Benzema. Wow, these are levels. I need to up my game. That's what it's all about in the league. That's what it's all about when you're an elite club. You have top level players, and you've got the younger players look up to these players going, I've got to train hard. I've got to be as good as that, if not better. They're leading by example. I want to be a Minerals general like that. There's none of that at Chelsea. It's cash in, 8-year contract. If we lose a game, draw a game, whatever it is, or we don't get Europe, it's all right. We've got next season. We've got another 7 years. The owners are all cool. They'll come in that dressing room with their Air Jordans and leather trousers and Birkin bags and slick hair and go, yeah, don't worry, guys. Keep working hard. We're going to build that 100-point team and we're going to win. We're going to win. And then we're going to sell you in 3 years. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's a shambles, bruv. Absolute shambles, man. Klopp is gone because of FSG. They will be exposed. No, that's what I said. I genuinely believe Klopp has had enough. He's had enough of having to budget, having to squeeze every little bit of juice that he thinks he can get out of every player and elevate their levels. It's tiring, it's draining, because it's like, it's like getting blood out of stone sometimes. Give him the quality he deserves. Let him go and get some world-class players. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of their players, they get that player for free. Thiago Alcantara, yeah. They got McAllister on the cheap, World Cup winner. we paid over the odds for Casado from Brighton. We paid 100 odd million for Enzo. What's concerning to me is that who else was in for Enzo that period? No one. No one was going near it to pay the money. I don't know. I just think like these guys don't know how to do business. We know that they don't know how to do business. These wrong uns, and it is what it is, bruv. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool are never going to buy Casado, bruv. I mean, people actually believe that Liverpool couldn't bid for. They had Champions League. They couldn't bid for what's his name, Bellingham, the 100 million. What makes you think they bid 110 million for Casado? Are people that stupid? That was staged, proper staged, mate. I said that on my stream. I remember it's staged. There's no way. No way. Teo fella, you're a long way from Starbucks, mate. Chill with toxic negativity. No, it's not toxic negativity, mate. It's called toxic truth. That's what it's called. Yeah? We're improving despite what we've been through. We've been through it because of what they put us through. Another one in the chat. I don't know where you lot come from. And you somehow are blinded by what is going on. You're absolutely blinded. Sad, bruv. And that's the byproduct of the PR. PR's killed our football club, mate. Absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. Where are we getting better? My word, man. You want to call me toxic? Is laughable. Do you know what's toxic? The ones who own our football club and all the PR that they push out. All this positive nonsense. Real supporters see it, bruv. Match game fans see it. They know exactly what they see. They know football. They know Chelsea long enough to know what they see on that pitch. Yeah. It doesn't mean we don't support them when we're on the pitch. When they're on the pitch, of course we do. We support the players. We want them to deliver. We want them to do well. The reality is, bruv, mate, they're not good enough. Do you understand that? How many of these players get into any of our teams over the last 18 years? Name me the players in this entire squad that would even get a sniff in training, let alone the first team. And you're telling me to sit back and be so positive with what we've been served up? Fucking hell, man. You're a long way from Starbucks. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Let's see what you got in the chat, man. I know the ultras, bruv, they land it. They know exactly what's happening. Yeah? I mean, you're talking so few players, bruv. So there's very few players that get into any of the teams, man. You know, Salah and Kevin De Bruyne couldn't get into our teams. And they were what? 19, 20? What age were they? Man, we're inflated. We're in flux with these 20-year-olds and 18-year-olds. You know, when I look at players, we bought what's his name? Robin. At what age was he, man? 19, 20? Young. From the get-go, laying the damn minerals. If you got it, you got it. If you're a baller, you got it. But you can't just have all the same ages if you're not buying that same quality throughout the entire team. Mudrik's 23 years old. He's not a kid, really. Yeah? He's not a baby. He's not 18, 19. Yeah? Cole Palmer's 20. Cole Palmer's come for academy. Do you know what that mod fella, absolute melt he is? Yeah? Goes, look at the talent we bring through Cobham. Named all the players we've sold, all right, and then we're going to sell. Yet feeds all the agendas on them. So if they're that such good talent, why are you feeding agenda on the timeline and get rid of them? Do you know what I mean? Jog on, mate. Jog on. Waffle. Clickbaiters. Just want to get their fucking Elon Musk money. You know, it's embarrassing, bruv. Yeah? I want to shout out Tobes tonight. Yeah? Because Tobes put an unbelievable tweet out. All right? Unbelievable tweet. People don't want to hear it. They're not interested in hearing it, but yet they want to spew their waffle. All right. Mason Mount's achievements. He's put Ballon d'Or 19th nomination. Second highest chances created in Europe in 2021, 99 behind Messi. Second highest chances created in the Premier League behind Bruno in 2021. UCL squad of the season. 2 Chelsea player of the season. 1 Chelsea player of the season runner-up. That was his debut season. Youngest Chelsea player to get double digits in goals and assists in a league season, and the first to do it since Hazard. UCL, Super Cup, Club World Cup winner. Top 4. Got us into top 4 with the free kick at Wolves and the assist to Giroud to get us in the Champions League qualification with Frank Lampard in his debut season. Was the only Chelsea and English player in history to score an assist in a quarter-final, semi-final, final Champions League. Yeah? Have some respect, he says. Not one player at Chelsea now is even close. Mount had an immediate impact, not like these wrong-uns. Only Palmer has, and even his stats are a smokescreen because he scored 9 goals and 5 are pens, and he's missed some absolute sitters multiple times. But you don't want to hear that. No one wants to hear that because it doesn't suit the agenda. The reality is, the majority of that, he was out of position. You lot are reaching so far to try and justify, and along with all these wrong accounts that put up Palmer's going to be is better than Kevin De Bruyne at the same age. Well, so's Mason Mount, you melt, Vince. Yeah, because Mason Mount's accolades speak louder than Kevin De Bruyne's at 20 years old, 21 years old, 22 years old. Yeah. Cole Palmer is the best signing, and he's come from what? The Manchester City Academy. He's a Joe Shields signing. Joe Shields knew what he was signing. He was also a panic buy. And we got him. And I'm glad we did. He's a gravy player. Lovely player. He's got talent. But some of the Chelsea fans called out and goes, oh, he's like Dennis Bergkamp. I mean, mad. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Someone put a great tweet out as well and said, oh, Mason Mount, they said he's a flop. All right. So is Thomas Partey's out. So is Timber. What about Reece James, who's been out? Is he a flop then as well for this whole season? What about Nkunku? Is he a flop? You see, it's agenda. They're not flops because they haven't played. For them to be flops. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, Tommy T called Havertz Bergkamp. If you asked if you want to go there, He never called Cole Palmer Bergkamp, bruv. I don't think anyone's called him Bergkamp. So, yeah, I think that's a bit of a stretch. But when an elite gaffer says it, I'll take note of that. Absolutely, especially Berbatov. Even Berbatov likens himself to Havertz of all players. Yeah, there's nothing here to question me about my knowledge and my understanding of how good footballers are, because I know how good footballers are. I know there's a lot of players in our squad that are not good enough. They're nowhere near those levels, and until they reach those levels, I'm not going to say that they are at those levels, because they're not. And that's what frustrates me, is that we spent £1 billion, and here we are crying out for a striker, crying out for a number 10, crying out for another winger, crying out for a central defender, crying out for a top draw number 1 goalkeeper, who Petrović might be, but we need time to assess that. These are the problems we've got at Chelsea. It's long, bruv. It's just long. It's absolutely long. They will sell Reece James the first chance they get. Yeah. They will sell Reece James the first chance they get. Big up a cursor. I've been after this Redondo kid. If you're talking about buying young kids, yeah, Redondo's a baller. His dad was a baller, and this kid's a baller. Yeah, he's a sitter as well, man. He can get up there as well. He's got everything. This player, and he's young. All right, go and spend the money and get someone like that. Why are we not doing that? We should have got him in the summer. Silky player, bruv. I don't know who you'd replace Reece James with. Listen, Gusto looks good. I do like Gusto. And I think he's a good signing. But again, he's injured, bruv. I mean, it's just like everyone's getting injured in our team. Are we ever going to have this so-called 100-point team put together in one piece? I can't see it happening. Listen, if Enzo will force out a move, just like he did with Benfica. Remember, he was doing all this, tap the badge, kiss the badge, and he says, I'm staying. Everyone saw it when he's at Benfica, and then all of a sudden he's at Chelsea. So, yeah, listen, doesn't matter. All the long contract suits is the ownership in making money. I want to explain something to you, how it works, right? We spent 105 million on Enzo. Every year it goes down by 25%. The value, it depreciates. That 25% every year on the books goes down by 25%. That's offset off the tax, offset off the books. Therefore, in 3 years' time, when you go and sell Enzo Fernandez, he's actually worth is only about 50 million, let's say half, or less than half in 3 years' time because of a 25% drop, right? Let's work on 55, 60 million, all right? Now, he's still got 5 to 6 years on his contracts. He signed a 9-year deal, right? When a big club comes in and wants to buy him, Claret will go, well, he's got 5 years on his contract. We're only selling for this price. They will then go and sell him for the 80 million, and they've made a profit, let's say 30 million profit, whatever it is, depending on what it says on the books, could be less than 50 million. Yeah, they could make more than that. That's where they make their money. And it's the long contracts where they've not actually had to separate and spend the money because it's in installments. That's where they can make profit on the books. So when you think, oh no, we spent 100 million on this player, the reality is, as time goes on, you're going to make money on that player because of what the books look like. And it's all about the books. There is no loyalty in football no more. It's wherever the pound note is. Yeah? And that's the reality, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? You go and look at transfers, everyone depreciates by 25%. That's an average depreciation. It's how the market works. Yeah. And whatever that depreciation is offset off the books. Yeah. Every player's got it. That's why these contracts are they're important as well, not only for the repayments, but where it puts the club in a strong position to sell and make money still. For example, Kai Havertz we bought for 72 million. His value was much lower than that after 3 years. So when we sold him for 65 million on the books, we've made profit. That's how they were balancing the books. And for example, with a Mason Mount, there's no depreciation or nothing. He's got a 1-year contract, but whatever you sell him for, he's pure profit because he's a Cobham product, which is a massive bonus for the books. That's what Broha will be. That's what Conor Gallagher will be. That's what Trev Baresi will be. I want to shout out Sizzler, who went to Cobham, and he said, I met a lot of the players and whatever, and he met Trev, and he said that you could see in Trev's eyes, he felt like, he's gone. He doesn't feel welcome. He's dejected, and he just wants to move on because of the way he's been treated. Yeah, and that's Trev. He says Poch is nice and all that. Yeah, it's all nice, all go lucky, happy go lucky. Of course it will be, But it's sad to hear that Cobham boy is feeling like that, who plays for the badge. You can't take for granted that when players that come from the academy and come through Chelsea and know what it means to play for Chelsea and get to play for Chelsea and they play for the badge, that is priceless. It's something that all these other signings you ain't going to get with them. They only get that through longevity of playing with a club, being successful with a club, and winning things and being there and make it feel like it's their home, so they fall in love with the club. These young kids are already in love, regardless of whether you win or not. I know what it means to be at Chelsea, and it means everything for me to play for Chelsea. But these owners upstairs, they don't care about that. That's the reality. They don't give a damn. Yeah. It's all profit, bruv. So it is what it is. Another one, Lavia. Where's Lavia? In fact, I think Lavia is more important to our team than Casado and Enzo right now. Lavia is a more important piece to the balance of this team. He really is. But when are we going to see him? Why have we bought him if his injury record's this bad? Why is he getting injured like this? What's going on in training? What's the rehabilitation program? What is the medical team doing? It's too many injuries too frequently. And it's just getting ridiculous now. Now we've got Colwill. How long's Colwill going to be out, bro? Gilchrist did all right last night as well. I forgot to mention Gilchrist because he played. He did very well. I was very happy with him. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he could be a good player. And obviously JT vouches for him. Yeah, it's probably an AI medical team. Yeah. Yeah, probably. What a shambles. What a shambles. But it is what it is. Yeah. Do people honestly believe we get Osimhen and that's it? And that's the golden ticket? I don't believe that. I think it's going to be so. I saw something today about that. Chelsea the owners want to get a striker in now, right? But we were told Nkunku's back. No. What happened to the French journalists who told us Nkunku's back? Yeah, you're in the mud. That's clearly not the case. And that's a worry. Is Nkunku going to come back? And how's he going to come back? But they were saying that there's a lot of divide in what the owners want. So some part of the consulting want a certain type of player, and the other part of the consulting want this player. That's a problem. And then you got your Kerry Winstanley, Stuart Little there. You've got Joe Shields putting and adding his advice. There's too many of them in there. There's too many cooks in the kitchen cooking rotten scallops. Yeah? It's the problem. So let's see what happens. But I'm worried. Elise said no to Chelsea. Did he really? I mean, did he? He signed a new deal with Crystal Palace when we were supposed to be getting him in the summer, and now all of a sudden, what? Oh yeah, he just wants Man United because he's a United fan. Really? We believe all this nonsense? I don't know, bruv. I don't know. Listen, guys, smash the like button, man. What's wrong with you? Smash the like button. It's true, and you do have to question why are these players coming to Chelsea if we've not got Champions League football, or we haven't even got European football, or you're saying you're going to come to Chelsea, yet the season's not even over yet. I just it's just nonsense, absolute nonsense. Yeah, and I do know deals get done way before they happen; they get done in advance. But I don't know. I think there's a lot of twists and turns with this one. But yeah, my highlight for yesterday was Petrović for me. He was the highlight for me. You know, we're praising the goalkeeper, and maybe he could be that number one for us. I swear down, if that jellyfish Poch throws in Sanchez straight away because he comes back, I'll be fuming. Yeah, because this kid Petrović has done nothing wrong. He hasn't done anything wrong. This kid, he's even admitted I need to improve my distribution or my playing out the back, and I've got to learn. And I like that, but I like his mentality. He's a very young kid. But he's doing well. He's doing well. He's dealing with what's in front of him. But when Thiago Silva leaves, what's the state of us then? You know? What's the state of it then? How good is the defence going to be? Just seeing what there is now. Obviously, Newcastle trying to get rid of a load of players as well. Listen, I'll be real, guys. Yeah, if we continue, she's gonna be like that, up and down, up and down. I noticed Cole Palmer went down the tunnel straight away after the whistle went, and then he must have been told to turn back and get back out there, shake players' hands, and to applaud and all that, the supporters. But in reality, he's pissed off that he missed those chances. I like that mentality, but you got to go out and stay out there, and you got to do the lap, and you got to respect the supporters. But you know, in reality, Cole Palmer's not the face of Chelsea Football Club. He's a mank. He's a city boy. I am deflated. I ain't gonna lie. I'm deflated, bruv. I mean, what is this? What am I witnessing? I don't identify. I don't identify these players, bruv, with Chelsea. I can't. Honestly, anyone who's doing this, fucking hell, respect to you for being able to do it. But for me, mate, it's going to take me a long time. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of these players are just, it's weird. It's just all weird, bruv. Mickey Joy Boy landing it. He did. It felt a bit like a loss yesterday. I felt very disappointed last night, and I think that was my feeling. It's been like that all day today. Just disappointed. Just like, what are we doing here? You know, what are we doing here? But it is what it is, guys. You know. Let's see what we can do at Anfield. I'm worried about Anfield. I don't know what to expect. I know Liverpool are going to be fired up. They're playing better than us. They're more equipped than us. And we have to see what turns up. You know, we have to see what turns up. I just don't want it to be. I don't want it to batter us. And I know we've had draws up there. That's the going rate at Anfield. But I don't know. It's a different Chelsea now. People saying you ain't worried. You ain't worried. Oh, because you've accepted defeat already. Oh man, I can't accept defeat. I hate losing to Liverpool. I don't think I could literally take it if we lost it to them in the Carabao Cup final. I think it'd just ruin me, mate. But it is what it is. Guys, big up to every single one of you in here. Smash the like button. Put your comments down below. Make sure you go to the previous stream as well. There was a lot of minerals landed there, but not enough comments, not enough likes. Big up to every single one of you. We move again. We've got to support our Chelsea, obviously, and just hope it gets better. And like I say, I go into every game not knowing what to expect, not knowing what we're going to get. It's like Forrest Gump, you know. It's like life's like a box of chocolates. You don't know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? It's all that jazz. So let's see. Let's see. Yeah, our standards are in the mud, and I stick by it. But it is what it is. But respect to everyone. Smash the like button. Put your comments down below. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And I'll try and do a show at the start of the week, bruv. And I ain't going to stop. I'm not going to stop saying it as it is. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to kid you lot. I'm not here. If you want toxic positivity and all this jazz, go on all the other platforms and go and let them speak it and go and listen to that and digest that. But it ain't here. It ain't on here. It's definitely not on here. We're real on here. And we say it as it is. And as always, guys, respect to everyone in here supporting the channel. We see things they'll never see. Smash those likes and subscribe up the Chelsea. Shout out to Chelsea old boys. Chelsea Ultra Minerals FC Ultra bruv. And respect to everyone. Love to everyone. And I'm out, bruv. I'm gonna chill now, yeah. Let's have it right. But up the Chelsea, up the Minerals FC. Let's go.